WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. We're here to talk some football. I'm here with Justin, Josh, Chris, and Jesse. Now, fellas, the Giants lost a tough game last night to the Eagles, 34-13. Let's take a look at some highlights from the game. Justin, what did you see from this team?
Well, the biggest thing for me was that the Giants' defense is terrible. The offense, anemic. They can't move the ball. They can't get the ball to Odell. Eli Manning looks like a stalagmite in the pocket when it comes to rush. He's just waiting to get hit. Their only answer is to give the ball to Saquon Barkley, and they don't even do that properly half the time, where they try to throw it downfield and they just can't.
Tell us how you really feel, buddy. Josh, what did you see from this game?
I mean, it was just a disaster for the Giants. I mean, if you look at the total drives, the Giants had 13 total and the Eagles had 12. I mean, you can see right here that finally Saquon does something for the Giants to actually give them some momentum, but it's not enough for the Giants to do anything. But people say this was a mismatched game. Not only did the Giants have more drives, but they had more yards too. The Eagles were able just to complete. They scored 6 out of 12. Giants only 3 out of 13. Odell here getting frustrated as usual. Probably the biggest diva in the NFL. Don't want to get too much into that.
He's just an absolute head case.
He is a head case.
He started headbutting the fan on the sideline this season.
And then
last year was the kicking net.
Last year's the kicking net, and then you have also Sterling Shepard beating up the what was it? The
bench.
The bench, right? My bad,
and not
right.
to mention, too, he also left early before
Yes.
halftime. There was 2 seconds left on the clock, and he left before a Hail Mary pass.
What is with these Giants receivers and beating up in and out of objects? I don't understand. Like, they just enjoy beating up these things.
All right, fellas, let's take a look at some stats last night, because it's funny to see that the Giants outgained the Eagles. If you take a look at these, but it's all garbage time stats, you know, right up there in total yards, right up there with passing yards too. But the Eagles just completely dominated them, Chris.
Right. Saquon Barkley was the main thing that the Giants had going all game, and like Justin said, they were throwing him screens pretty much all the way down the field and just letting him have the reins to go down the field. But the problem is Eli Manning. Geno Smith tweeted this morning, you guys are going to question why I'm using Geno Smith. He said, "We all owe Ben McAdoo an apology." He's 1,000% right. He could not be more right on that, because Ben McAdoo tried to get this guy Eli off the field, and everyone came out at him crazy. You know what I mean? He did the right thing because Eli is clearly not an NFL quarterback anymore. He can't throw the ball down the field. He's completely limited. That's the reason why the Giants are going to be a 3-win team again this year, probably.
But do you think it's his offensive line too? His offensive line
I'm
doesn't.
tired of the offensive line argument.
Really?
Eli was sacked 4 times last night, but so much of it comes back onto Eli. How many times are you just going to stand in the pocket and allow it? You haven't developed any pocket awareness, any pocket movement. And I'm glad you brought up about garbage time yards. That's essentially all the Giants had. That game was over at halftime. I mean, the game was done. Eli threw for over 40 times and had no touchdowns with 1 interception. As Chris alluded to, he's not an NFL quarterback anymore, and the Giants need to look for the future. And as far as I'm concerned, should have been for the past 2 years.
All right, from aging like milk to aging like fine wine. Monday night, the Saints quarterback Drew Brees broke the all-time record for career passing yards, passing Peyton Manning. Let's take a look at his record-breaking play.
Incredible. Brees wide open, and Smith, what a way to do it!
So there you see it, and you can take a look at some of his stats. All-time, Brees, obviously the best passer of all time, most pass completions, most yards per game, 4th all-time in passing touchdowns. Is he the GOAT? Are these numbers deceiving me, or are there quarterbacks that are better than?
These numbers are deceiving you.
No, they're not.
Drew Brees is a great regular season quarterback at times. He throws for a lot of yards.
At times?
At times.
At times.
Okay, excuse me.
We're really going to regular season debate.
My GOAT is Tom Brady, who happens to have,
you're gonna argue about the
who
Super
happens
Bowls,
to have
right?
5 Super Bowl rings.
Oh
and
my
excuse
God.
me, Douglas, how many playoff wins does Brady have?
27 playoff wins compared to Drew Brees' 7.
Oh, when we're talking about Drew Brees being the GOAT, we can say, oh, he's a very good regular season quarterback who just so happened in the past 10 years, he's gone 7-9 5 times.
Yes, but you're talking about the playoffs. They're in the worst division in football. All 3 teams, the Bills, the Jets, and the Dolphins, were messes and
They've
have been messes
because
since.
of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. The top down, they fire
You saw
coaches
those
left
stats,
and
right?
right. Oh, I've seen the stats.
Not only
They're
that,
great
Drew
regular season
Brees
stats.
has had over 5,000 passing yards in a season 5 times. Guess how many times Brady has done that? Once.
Guess how many
You know
times
how many times
Brady's
the
needed to
quarterbacks
do
that
that?
came close? 0. Not only
Brady
that,
hasn't
he's
needed to.
career passing yards. 1 behind Brady in career passing touchdowns. Best pass completion in his career. And he started a year after Brady.
Oh.
How do you not consider him in the GOAT? Because of Super Bowls?
Because of record, because
Dan
of
Marino
overall.
has no Super Bowls, and he's considered still one of the best
He's
quarterbacks.
not considered a GOAT, though, is he? Drew
He's still up there as a pro. He's a Hall of Famer,
When we talk
and he has
about,
no Super Bowls.
Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer. He's a top five quarterback of all time.
Absolutely.
Is he the GOAT? No.
Yes.
No. He's
How?
a tier below guys like
Did you see the
Brady
coaching staff
and
between
Montana.
Bill Belichick compared to Sean Payton? You have Matt Patricia compared.
So we're gonna take away from Tom Brady now because he's had a good coach.
If you
Drew
put
Brees
Drew
has had a good
Brees
coach as
with
well.
Bill Belichick and the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, he has more Super Bowls
Which
or
offense coordinator?
equivalent.
Because Brady's done it with 4.
So you're
Brady
telling me
is
if you
a
put
guy
Brady,
can plug
Brady
and
with
play.
Sean Payton, he has 5 Super Bowls still.
Drew Brees arguably has better talent around him than Tom Brady has. Tom Brady makes guys better.
No, Drew Brees does.
All right, fellas, I guess I'm the tiebreak on this, so I'm going to defer and not say anything. I'll abstain from this.
Come on.
It'll be for after the show. So, speaking of Tom Brady, the 5-0 Kansas City Chiefs are going to Foxborough to play Brady and the Patriots. If we take a look at how both quarterbacks are doing this season, this is what everyone's talking about right now. Quarterback Pat Mahomes, quarterback Tom Brady. Who is the X factor in this game?
For me, it's got to be Patrick Mahomes. A lot of times you see rookie quarterbacks, even though, yes, Mahomes is not a rookie quarterback, he's essentially a redshirt rookie. They go to Foxborough and they just stall out. All momentum they've had dies. We saw it last year with Deshaun Watson. He was coming in hot going into Foxborough, and he laid an egg. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes, and I think they have enough weapons to go against the Patriots' defense. Other than Devin McCourty, they really don't have that strong of a defense to stop the Chiefs.
Neither defense is good, Justin, and that's why this game is going to end up being 38-35. I'm going to go ahead and take the Patriots winning that one. Comes down to one final drive. The more clutch quarterback, because he's the greatest of all time, is Tom Brady. So he's going to be able to get this one done. He's going to reassert himself in the AFC. Chiefs are 5-0. So what? Tom Brady's still the king of the AFC.
All right. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for the NFL crew. After the break, we're going to talk some postseason baseball. Stay tuned.